Okay. Again, my name is Mary Sanders. I am 45 years old. This year will mark my 25th wedding anniversary. And throughout this entire time, I've learned many life lessons, some of which I would like to share with you tonight. And these little gems, I call them these little golden nuggets of knowledge, notes to self. As you can see, I started accumulating life lessons at an early age. I was painfully shy and introverted as a child, and it didn't take long to figure out that having a really super bad haircut did not help my cause. It's difficult to tell in this picture, but it appears that our mother cut our hair using a weed whacker, slightly inebriated. My daughter is 22 now, but I remember this moment vividly. I was 9 months pregnant, and I was called upon to make a presentation and actually teach a workshop at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base on how to copy classified material. I was on stage, I was the last person of the day, it was hot. Note to self, don't ask an audience of 500 people if they have any questions about reproduction. I never learned how to swim. My sister talked me into taking one of those classes for adult swimmers who are terrified of water. And I did find out that actually back when the rec center, or the Kettering Rec Center, had that dome on it, if you scream a really high, shrill scream of terror, it just rolls and echoes through there. And I believe in truth in advertising. While I set my magic bullet in the bathroom, waiting for it to actually clean the bathroom, I was trying to figure out exactly how many huge kids I should buy. I also have cooking ADD. I admit it, and I work with it. I think I may be the only person I know who's ever caught broccoli on fire, steaming it. Yeah, not one of my better moments. If you're going to write anything down, understand that when you write it down, it's actually permanent. It makes a permanent record wherever you're writing it down. And I can make myself look like an idiot, but if I write it down and it's permanent, it doesn't mean that the one-armed man is going to applaud for me. But it's worth a shot, right? So note to self, I'm actually going to sign up for the Civil War planes. I think that would be fun. I was in the drive-thru at Arby's when I found this. It's actually on the corner of Woodman and Airway. And I'm not really sure what a specker or an S-pecker is. I'm not really sure I want to know. I guess note to self, always have a backup plan if your specker isn't working. That's a good goal to have. The other thing I like to, the Urban Dictionary actually defines jurred as being injured or hurt. Now, I'm an art lover, as I'm sure everyone in the audience really is, but I don't think I would attend this art show. Note to self, learn how to spell. A couple of years ago, I actually did the Warrior Dash, which is one of those mud obstacle courses, and I did it in a full-length velvet medieval queen's gown. Notice the red arrow there, because I had to actually swim, which, earlier we learned I never learned how to do, over and under those things there. So note to self, whenever you're going to do something, do it with wild abandon and with no thought for what others think or say, except for parking. Apparently parking is one of those things that people take very seriously. I wanted to track down this person and ask them if he or she had extraordinarily low self-esteem, because the only lowercase letter in here is the I. Meet Lobby Bear. Lobby Bear is one of those things that the maintenance crew in my office building puts out every year around the holidays. Lobby Bear had more adventures than the traveling gnome. After visiting my boss's desk, getting his ass kicked, and then having Chucky's bride ride him, he decided that he was going to, all he wanted for Christmas was world peace. Note to self, don't get caught causing criminal mischief. And speaking of criminal mischief, this is what my dogs did after my husband went to Sam's and bought the 800 pack of toilet paper, paper towels, and napkins. And sometimes in life we're actually faced with some really difficult choices, with options that seem to be polar opposites. Tough decisions don't always appear on billboards side by side, but when they do, I'll take a photograph. Yeah, choices are hard. And know that life is full of disappointment, letdowns, and unrealized expectations. The only thing you can control in these situations is how you react. Now, what would I do with a debilitating disappointment like this? This is just ridiculous. Note to self, I should never have been going to McDonald's for food anyway. I love bubble wrap. Who doesn't love bubble wrap? But I'm kind of confused about this message. If I eat the bubble wrap, will someone in California get cancer? Or if I eat the bubble wrap and I'm in Ohio, does it still count? How many people had to actually eat bubble wrap for them to put that note on the bubble wrap? And I love Pinterest. Who doesn't love Pinterest? I want to make everything on Pinterest, unless it has more than 3 steps, because ain't nobody got time for that. But if you want to try something, go ahead and do it, and give it 110%. Because what's the worst thing you can do is have to get on your hands and knees with an X-Acto knife trying to get crayon out of your carpet. Failure is a part of life. Let's own it. The Japanese philosopher said, if you fall down 7 times, get up 8. William Hickson said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. And then Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. It's a life choice. Surprises can be fun, wonderful ways of showing someone how much you love them. Sometimes the excitement of having that surprise is just overwhelming and you want to text someone and let them know what you did. Note to self, do not text that surprise to the person who's going to be receiving it. Yes, I am an idiot. We all have life experiences, and we have learned valuable lessons along the way. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey, and it's been great to be here tonight to share some of my life experiences with you. And I hope, if nothing else, I can serve as a warning to others. Thank you very much.